doubles and coffee. Don't worry, it wasn't you. It was just 33 citizens and 17 businesses that the police, the FIU, just went in search of anything on law-abiding citizens without following the law, without following the tenets and principles of natural justice, without following the basic principles of innocent until proven guilty, lawbreakers, suspicion, suspicious activity, suspicious transaction, suspicious activity report. Nothing. Police just went in search of people, private banking records, looking for something, for some reason, against Gary Griffith, his wife, and other people involved, law-abiding citizens involved in the sale of guns and ammunition legally in Trinidad and Tobago. Don't worry, no big thing. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't your wife. It wasn't your son. It wasn't your daughter. You're listening to what I am telling you. Justice Devendra Rampersad, after hearing all the evidence which goes unquestioned, unargued, undebated, undenied by the FIU, the police, that they went into Gary Griffith and his wife and 17 other businesses and 33 other citizens' private financial records for no reason whatsoever. They had no suspicious activity report, no suspicious transaction report. Think about it for a moment. You just innocent doing your work, and the police decide, somebody give them an instruction to go and search your life, search your private information, break the law, breach the law, to find something to persecute you. That sound like we going good? That sound like a democracy? That sound like we holding up the tenets of the rule of law, natural justice, separation of powers? How this come about? One human being, one pathological, vindictive, wicked, nasty, disgusting, controlling dictator called Keith Christopher Rowley. All of this came about because Keith Christopher Rowley, for whatever personal reason, did not want Gary Griffith as Commissioner of Police. Whatever reason. He has stated that he lost confidence in Gary Griffith. Who cares what Keith Rowley stated? But for whatever reason, Keith Christopher Rowley, the PNM Prime Minister, did not want Gary Griffith to have a position. So what did he do? He then kicked off an avalanche of cascading illegality by public officials across the board in our country in positions that are supposed to be independent, positions that people swear on the Bible to do their job without fear or favor. Rowley, first and foremost, went by the President of the Republic to whisper in her ears without evidence, without anything. When he got wind that a private, independent merit list that no one should be privy to until it reached in the Parliament had arrived at Her Excellency Paula May Weeks' house on August 11, 2021, Rowley went, and whatever he told that president, she then called and got Blissy Prasad, the then chairperson of the Police Service Commission, to come back and take back the list, breaching section 123(4) of the law, the Constitution, which says that the president shall send it to Parliament. Blissy Prasad then did that without notifying the other police service commissioners, caused the entire police service commission to collapse. Kamla Prasad Visesa calls for a tribunal to get independent 3 judges to investigate. The Parliament is summoned and no one is allowed to speak. And the so-called independent senators, who are appointed by the very same president who allowed Rowley to make her break the law and cause Blissy Prasad to misbehave in public office, Them say the UNC bullied them because the UNC wanted to debate. Then Rowley comes out later and admit everything that he did. And now we have a crime scourge across this country where Rowley selected his own handpicked PNM commissioners of police. The second one going now sipping tea and praying. And it continued. Rowley used the National Security Council to pay private citizens to hound down Gary Griffith with some report, not the PCA, not the FIU, not the special branch, not the police that have the authority so to do to investigate people who have suspicious transactions, suspicious actions and so on. Then there was the Brent Thomas issue. Brent Thomas is a gun dealer. They hung down the man. They went with warrants searching, closed down the man business, and eventually got on a CARICOM jet. These police, under some passionate instruction from somebody, that when they had so many crimes going on actively with people doing suspicious activities, killing, murdering, thieving, robbing, fraudulent activities, them take all the energy to get on an Impact's CARICOM plane. We still don't know who authorized that because the commissioner of police couldn't. The police couldn't just jump with a gun on a plane, go on to Barbados, lie to the Bajan police, take Brent Thomas out the room sleeping. Bajan police kidnap him, take him to the tarmac and put him on the CARICOM jet with the Trinidad and Tobago police who were passionately investigating something which they did not have any right so to do. Kidnap the man without any following the rule of law, without any extradition treaty, without any paperwork, and bring him back and lock him up in Trinidad. And now we see that the FIU has gone into the private accounts of Gary Griffith, his wife, 33 other citizens, and 17 businesses in order to witch hunt to find something about FIU. No trigger, nothing triggered. Understand what I am saying? You can't just be walking down the street and a policeman just grab you and pelt you and search you and put handcuff you and take you down. There have to be some suspicion of something. The police are not to act on instructions from somebody who is trying to find a reason for their decision to remove somebody from a position that they got independently based on merit. It's not about Gary Griffith, whether you like Gary, you find he talk too much, you find his belly too big, you find you don't like blue. It has nothing to do with that. We have become a country of lawbreakers at the highest echelons with the most power because of instructions, feelings, desires, and the oppressive nature of one human being, Keith Christopher Rowley. And if you all are not understanding and you are not afraid and you are not fearful that your country has fallen into the abyss of a failed state with a dictator who controls a man, what could possibly make policemen in the FIU who know the law, know the authority, know what they're supposed to do, breach all the laws, breach all the propriety, all the process, everything, and just go on a witch hunt in this country? What could make them do that? And it all starts with one disgusting, vindictive, misogynistic, pathological individual called Keith Christopher Rowley. Each and every one of you must fight this dictator. And you notice that the PNM, somehow, anytime it have election, former police officers, retired police officers, or there's always end up in the PNM. There's always end up as a candidate for the PNM. This is not good. Police have awesome power to take away people's freedom. But the rule of law must be followed. Y'all must read that judgment. Another scathing indictment on Trinidad and Tobago's system that is being poisoned by the Balizé juice of Keith Christopher Rowley. No, it's not you right now. It's only Gary Griffith and his wife and 33 other citizens and 17 businesses. It was only Brent Thomas before. It was only Farley and the THA with some audio tape that police reach across there. It's only that. You all find that right? And imagine who's the man pulling the strings. Think about Keith Christopher Rowley and his character. Any word coming out his mouth is a flipping blatant lie. Keith Rowley was a teacher who used his power to get a young girl to give him pum pum. Keith Rowley is a man who desecrates and denigrates his wife and his household and his family by having an office downstairs, pass 3 dog, a parrot, open a dungeon and on a red couch in the house where his wife resides, to make women lie down there, give him favors so them get jobs. And that is a man pulling the strings of the powerful police, the FIU, impacts, CARICOM, police commissioner, police investigation. That is what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. If each and every one of y'all don't get together and say this must stop now because this country gone through under Keith Rowley, I cannot help you all. Go and read the article, read the judgment for yourself. Not a suspicious action, not a suspicious transaction, not a suspicious activity report, but FIU gone in people money, business bank and so on to look for things because Rowley says so, because Rowley say FUL. No Gary Griffith, give me DCP Jacob and Erla. Y'all cannot be serious in this beloved country. You cannot. Think about it.